I'm Sam, and this is Amazing Travels. Hey everyone, this week I have a bucket list destination for everybody. We were just at the Ring of Kerry. Me, Tita, and Steven decided that we would take a little Irish road trip instead of staying in Dublin. So we went southwest, which is apparently the most beautiful part of Ireland, and I don't think people were lying. All the towns we drove through were adorable. There were always lined with pubs, restaurants, local businesses, shops, and it was just like, I don't know, it was just so freaking cute. Like there's no other way to describe it, and it just all had a really homey feel. But besides the towns, what was the most beautiful, the most breathtaking was the landscape. I mean, it was just unbelievable. I mean, everywhere you looked, it was a feast for the eyes. It was spectacular. Like, we were on the edge of the islands, like carved out earth kind of situation. Absolutely do not be fooled. None of the videos, none of the pictures even do it justice. Like, it is that gorgeous out there. Something super cool that I love about Ireland and it's like really historic sites is like, it kind of has this vibe of nobody gives a shit. Meaning they're just open to the public, really easy to get access to ancient things built in the 7th, 8th, 9th centuries, and they're just there like, oh, here's this fort from the 9th century. Do you want to climb on it? Sure. There are no signs deterring you otherwise. It's just kind of like you see other people doing it, you're doing it, you're climbing on this fort that who knows who stood there like hundreds of years ago. So that part was really cool. The only exception was Ross Castle that was like recently reconstructed, so that they were a little bit more serious about, you know, don't touch this, don't touch that. But other than that, we were climbing like it was a jungle gym on everything, and it was just the craziest feeling ever. We got pretty lucky with the weather. It was rainy. You could get rained on at any moment, but we did have almost 2.5 full days of sun, which honestly, I call that a win. It's called the Miami effect. You bring the sun with you. So lucky for us, lucky for Ireland, we were there. Another thing, driving is a little scary, but you kind of get used to being on the left side of the road and like this close to like a stone wall. And it's a 2-lane road, and really it only fits like half a Mini Cooper. So that was a little scary. And there's plenty of that to see, plenty moments right here in the Week in Review. To see what I'm up to next week, make sure you subscribe so you can get the notification of my new video every Monday. Also, if you have a question, you have a comment, that's what the comment section below is for. And of course, share the video with your friends. And of course, have fun this week. See ya next Monday. San Montero, American on the road. We should have a sign in the back. Really
They should rent those.
They should rent those. That's like brilliant. Like, hi, usually I drive on the other side. Like,
Yeah.
You should know. Yes. Warning.
All right, well, we're driving through the country roads here in Ireland, and
Stop sign. Turn right onto Main Street.
In Ireland, we just call them roads.
in Ireland we just call them roads. The GPS is taking us through some sort of back alleyway here.
After a couple freakouts and a detour, we made it to our destination in just 4 hours.
Welcome to Killarney.
Having a blast in Ireland with my gordos.
Having a blast already.
Yes.
All she did was sleep in the car up to now.
Killarney being a good starting point for the Ring of Kerry, a local described it as a place that always feels like Christmas, and you can kind of see Main Street here. It's always buzzing and plenty to do. We started at the Laurels pub because we were hungry. Seems like a rather large pint.
Or a regular size.
Yeah.
You need a measurement.
Shut up.
It's always the same.
He's so annoying. We're cutting him off the vlog.
Depending of whether you're...
Shut up. A hearty seafood chowder and potato cakes later, we were ready for our very first Guinness. That, of course, we drank at a different pub because why not try it all while you're there?
It's a good day for a Guinness.
It's a good day. Wait, it's always a good day for a Guinness.
Guinness, it's good for you.
One thing you gotta love about Ireland, they always have live music.
Not your fault but mine. Your heart on the line.
What a banger. And also, we found this cool nook and we made a friend, of course, in this very crazy bar.
Hey, my name's Kieran. Is this the camera?
Yes, it
I
is.
love the camera. Are you from Florida?
We're from Florida. We're in it.
I love Florida. Florida people are amazing. I'm from Ireland, and I'm here with my girl, and I love your face. Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
Who's this guy?
Some loser.
This is Sophie, the lovely lady he was mentioning, and she also gave us a lot of great tips for our road trip, which we began bright and early the next morning. Yeah, we actually made it.
It is the perfect Irish day, meaning it is rainy and ugly, and we're gonna make it work.
You will see a lot of horses on this video. It's because Tita has an obsession, so we had to stop every time. Also, look at these trees. I mean, beautiful. Stop number 1, Torque Waterfall.
Drizzle, slow down, baby. The day's meant for us. The day is meant for us.
All right, I got too excited. Sorry, I'm suffering from delirium, lack of sleep. This beauty is Killarney National Park, the first national park in Ireland, created when the Muckross estate was donated to the Irish Free State in 1932. Ah, the sound of Torque Waterfall, which is 66 feet high and the water was rushing.
Endless shades of green. Low ceiling.
Like at the bar last night, everywhere was like, watch your head, and it was like, no need.
Not us.
The amazing thing about this Ring of Kerry drive is you can just pull over on the side of the road and see something like this. Nothing official, just beautiful.
These roads are getting narrower, and Steven is doing great. However, I'm scared shitless of sitting on this side. We get way too close to the rocks and stuff. When it's grass, it's like, okay, yeah, fine. But when it's jutting out rocks, I need you to slow the fuck down.
You see, another random stop. This church, abandoned, but still super cool.
Ladies' View gets its name from the pleasure expressed by Queen Victoria's ladies-in-waiting on their visit in 1861 to this very spot that we are looking at. Mall's Gap.
Brilliant view of all the fog and clouds we had here at Mall's Gap, but not bad.
We are in Kenmare, Ireland on the Ring of Kerry. It is a small town of just over 2,300 people.
Do you see what I mean about these adorable towns with their shops and colors? So quaint.
This bookshop, too cute. Steven about to get run over. I see a sign that says life-changing hot chocolate. Chocolatier, life-changing hot chocolate.
You guys did witness Steven just walk past it, right? Not me. They also make chocolate too.
This is rich. It's perfect.
Yeah, best hot chocolate any of us had ever had. And then when I saw this nice church.
Okay, Kenmare Stone Circle. It is the biggest in the southwest of Ireland, and it dates back to BC, 2000 BC or so, they believe.
In that park, you have a beautiful view of the countryside. And right here, you have the hawthorn fairy tree, a sacred tree in Celtic mythology. It symbolizes love and protection, and you can make a wish on it. Many roads in Ireland have been diverted to avoid cutting them down, which is kind of crazy. Next up, Cromwell's Bridge. Local lore believes Augustinian monks built it in the 11th century. Its name comes from the Irish word for mustache. And yeah, it was really old, but me and Steven were like, this looks sturdy. We totally gotta climb it.
Yo no sé mañana. Yo no sé mañana.
That was our jam sesh before running onto this beach right here.
Do it!
Don't jump in it!
Another beach because it really lives within us. But what was really cool about this beach was the Abbey.
So it's still a little rainy, but we have to make it to these ruins in the Abbey. And there's like normally not a path, but it's low tide, so we're making it happen. The sun is just shining. It was just shitting down rain 2 seconds ago. It's like the heavens opened up.
In high tide, the path to the Abbey that you see right in front of you is usually covered by water, so we really got there at the perfect time. The structure dates back to the 6th century, they believe, and it is in pretty good shape, as you can see, for being 1,500 years old. Mind you, it also has a spectacular view of the ocean, which you just saw. The dead buried there really do have prime real estate.
We discovered another sandbar on our walk back, and honestly, it was so surreal. It felt like a movie set.
Caught in a rainstorm, right? This second.
We got soaked down to our underwear, but it was totally worth it. And then look, the sun cleared out as we saw this spectacular view. Another one, of course. Driving down, till we got to the Loher Stone Fort, built in the 9th century. It overlooks Ballinskelling's Bay, and this was the first one we just kind of decided to walk on.
Like, it's extremely wide. I did not expect it to be this wide.
It's just rocks. It's a century, so it's over 1,000 years old.
And we're walking on it.
Look at that udder. Yeah, man. Let me get some lechita. Man, look at this. It's the way the sun hits.
Yeah.
Ballinskelling's castle, built to protect the bay from pirates in the 1500s.
Reach to the castle. I can't. My ankles are hurting like a bitch.
I admit it, I lost, but I did get a win by imagining myself living in this castle at the time it was built and overlooking the water.
It looks really cool out there.
This was our quaint little room in Port McGee where we stayed overnight.
Oof, Steven.
Yeah.
You live in Germany or something?
Yeah.
We found ourselves at one of the 2 restaurants in town, the Moorings, and this food was oof. This is what Port McGee looks like on a calm Sunday morning. That is the bridge over to Valencia Island, which we will take in just a minute and do this trail, Bray Head.
Yeah, you can climb that cute little ladder.
This was my favorite part of the Ring of Kerry loop, my favorite part of the trip. We just had great weather and spectacular views at the top of this loop. Highly recommend.
We found some friends on the trail. Shh. There it is. Bray Head Tower.
At the top, look at these cliffs.
I'm standing right here. And you go. One gust of wind, you gone, son.
I mean, do you see what I mean about the views of everything? The light was just hitting just right. And now we get a good view of the Skellig Islands, which is where they filmed a Star Wars movie.
At the edge of the cliff. Cliff. Ah!
Did I mention at the top it rained and we saw a perfect double rainbow? Are you kidding me? This is not just the luck of the Irish. It is everything.
We're on Unjocom Mountain and we're overlooking the mountains of Kerry.
More and more of pretty things for your eyes to see. The coolest thing, this tetrapod trackway is one of a kind in the world. You can see these tracks. It's the spot where amphibians first walked onto land.
Us trying to figure out where the heck it is, because it's kind of hard to notice, but it's 350 million years old, so I think we forgive it. Yeah?
It won out the age contest.
Yeah. The officially named Cromwell Point Lighthouse is guiding vessels safely since 1841. It is 15 meters high and 1 meter thick. Here we have Knightstown, and I'm in the road. Whoops. My fish and chips is looking mighty fine. Steven's a little bit jelly because his was not as good. He's so sad. He ordered, what did you get, Steve?
Chicken burger. I was so disappointed with the fish and chips last night.
This is a great spot where you can see 2 forts in one. You should go see the one with the L first. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it. Another horse, of course. This is the one you should see first, because then the second one becomes even more impressive. I mean, look, you can climb 3 stories high, perfectly intact, and it feels safe, by the way.
We're going to present you with the name of this town. 3, 2, 1.
Killorglin.
Killorglin.
Killorglin. Killorglin.
It's Killorglin. Try to say it 5 times fast.
Killorglin.
Killorglin, 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 Killorglin.
Killorglin.
That was really my favorite thing to say. Yeah, definitely. See? Just another cutesy place.
Killorglin is famous for this bridge. County Bridge, built in 1885.
Halloween is a bank holiday here in Ireland, so people were out on a Sunday, and we couldn't miss.
It's a mini Guinness, bro. On our way to see Ross Castle, and they were like, oh, light flooding might occur. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, for sure.
Ross Castle, built by a prominent family, the O'Donohues, in the 1400s, is the only place we couldn't walk all over because they recently made it up to look as it was originally with lots of money, but very cool tour. Yes, we rode a horse carriage in order to complete Dita's dream.
I'm so happy you guys are doing this for Tita.
Oh, good.
And on this day, which is such a special day.
Oh, the name of the carriage is Pepsi.
This is meant to
What
be.
significance is this?
She likes Pepsi over Coke, which no one does. No, no way.
The stars were really aligning for Tita because the carriage was also blue, which is her favorite color, and we got to do the horse ride. Let me tell you, it was worth it just for the kind of ambiance of it, and look at this beautiful scenery. We really couldn't complain. It just looks so idyllic, right?
Here we have Muckross Abbey,
Founded in 1448 by Franciscan monks.
the all-knowing younger brother. That's your character in this vlog?
I don't know where you got that word from, all-knowing. That sounds a little ridiculous. I'm not omniscient, obviously.
He plays humble for the camera. Just letting you know right now.
One of my favorite things we did on this trip was just find this abbey because it was like room after room, staircase after staircase. It was like basically still all there.
Okay, this place is enormous.
It's so big.
We are in shock.
Yeah.
We're in shock. We can't.
And you could climb everywhere.
Everywhere. They're like,
Just go.
don't worry, just go.
They're just building my new house there.
Oh, they're building a new house? Wow, you didn't even tell me.
For summer.
Steven brought us to this dingy boathouse. Okay, he's like, let's walk to the boathouse.
Show your viewers all the beautiful things you saw along the way here.
Okay, I sure did.
Just kidding, I hadn't, but here it is now. Beautiful. You see, Steve, told you so.
Best restaurant in town.
No. And we're here.
Dingle wild squid.
It's Dingle, baby.
The Mad Monk in Killarney, the best, one of the best I've ever had. Look at my crabs. Now time for a pub with live music as usual. The place was poppin', and we were jamming.
Peter got them to sing Bon Jovi. It's over.
Breakfast spot recommended by a local, top notch.
Right above the super value. And the breakfast is a super value.
I was about to make the same joke.
Finally got to eat my full Irish breakfast. Good.
To see what I'm up to next week, make sure you subscribe so you can get the notification of my new video every Monday. Also, if you have a question, you have a comment, that's what the comment section below is for. And of course, share the video with your friends. And of course, have fun this week. See ya next Monday.